My name is Jim Hogaboom, and I have the privilege of being the superintendent of Novato Unified School District. And I'm here to talk a little bit about our partnership with Sutter Health Novato Community Hospital. For those of you who don't know, we've had a partnership for about the last 5 years where they have helped us to provide trainers at our two comprehensive high schools, San Marin and Novato High School. So Steve at Novato High and Brendan at San Marin work with all of our students to test them on a concussion protocol. They also appear at all of our games and supervise the activities. So there are football games, volleyball games, basketball games, and they're there to support our students. And this reassures our families and our students that they're in good hands. Sutter Health also has new software that's very detailed that no other hospital has in the area. So that can, if a student we think does have a concussion, we can get that analyzed through that software, and we're really excited about that.
My name is Brendan Graber, and I'm the athletic trainer for San Marin High School. The purpose of this program is to keep the kids safe so that they can compete in an athletic environment at the best possible level that they can. So at first, when I started this job, a lot of the kids didn't really know what it was all about. And over the past few years and getting my face out there and introducing myself to the kids, they've been a lot more receptive to the program. And now they're coming to me with any little concern, and they're more proactive about their health, about their safety, and they're also more aware as I educate them on the symptoms and signs of concussions and how to manage and treat them as well. The baseline concussion testing program started, this is the 4th year of the program. Basically what we do is have the kids come in and have a baseline concussion test done on the computer, and this is for all sports across San Marin. So it's football, volleyball, cheer, basketball, and all the others. And basically in the event of an injury, we take this baseline score and compare the post-injury scores, and we can monitor their recovery and return to play. If there's an injury, we would take the kids 48 hours after their injury back into the library, have them sit down at the computer and retake their concussion test. And basically they're going to be going over the same exact things as they did when they took the baseline test. So they'll be seeing different shapes and clicking on them as fast as they can, counting numbers down from 25 to 1, 1 to 25, memorizing different shapes, patterns, and words, both immediate recall and delayed recall, assessing their status and comparing, so that way we can take that score and compare to baseline.
I really didn't know much about concussions until Peyton got injured, and I learned a lot through the process of his healing with the support of Brendan.
So the concussion happened during a game. I was swimming down. I got caught behind someone, and as they were taking their stroke, they kind of just elbowed me right between my nose, right in there. I got pulled out. I stayed out the rest of the game. Once I got out though, those feelings of nausea and headaches and all that kind of stuff was starting to come back. That's when both my mom and I decided to contact our athletic trainer, Brandon, to see whether or not I could potentially have a concussion.
To really figure out what it was or how serious it was, Brendan had Peyton go back in the next day and retake the concussion test with the computer. And then Brendan showed me the before and the after results, and there was a clear difference in Peyton's cognitive ability.
I definitely felt that something was up, but to see the amount of difference that there was quite surprising to me, at least. With regard to memory and reaction times, it dropped drastically. Like, you could definitely see a major difference.
So having the protocol, I think, is invaluable as a parent. You can't see a concussion, you can't see it heal. It's not like you can take an x-ray of a broken bone and see that it's healed. So having the protocol and knowing what the signs and the symptoms are, and having the computer test show you the before and the after in their abilities, their thinking process, makes it very clear and puts my mind at ease knowing that Peyton is healthy again and can be a full-time water polo player and student.
I'm Dr. Ralph Conker. I'm the Director of Radiology here at Novato Community Hospital, and we're here to talk about magnetic resonance imaging in the setting of traumatic brain injury. Standard magnetic resonance imaging is well known and well developed. It's extremely useful for workup of memory loss and questions of dementia. This is a sagittal view of the brain. You can see here the brain stem, and then here are the cerebral hemispheres, and this is the corpus callosum and cerebellum. We have very high detailed views going all the way to the side of the head, and then we can come in and scroll and see pretty much everything. Here you actually see the orbits and the lens of the eye right there. Now this is what we do every day and has been very useful for everyone. However, there are improvements to this, and that has to do with the susceptibility imaging, which was a software that we asked for through foundation support, and through their generosity and through generosity of people donating, we're able to get this additional software. And I'll show you why it's pertinent for situations of concussion and traumatic brain injury. This is what the axial views of the brain look like, and what you see here is the cerebral hemispheres and the sulci, and importantly, here again you see the eyes, but importantly, as we come up to the white matter tracts here, what you see is pretty much the gray and white matter, and that is how standard imaging looks. But here we're now able to take things to the next level with a situation called susceptibility imaging. And what we're looking for here is tiny little black dots, which are a sign of iron. Iron is a paramagnetic substance which perturbs the magnetic field in a certain way so that we can see things. And here you actually see this tiny little black speck, which is an indicator of a concussion. That concussion is actually part of a whole spectrum of traumatic brain injury, from multiple large shear injuries to a few tiny little shear injuries. So this person basically had a problem of a fall, and this is the footprints of the brain injury from a fall. This is the type of thing that we would also see with athletes who sustain head trauma. Sometimes a very subtle thing. It can change thinking some. It's something that's recoverable, but it requires a specialized software called susceptibility weighted imaging to pick up these very subtle, tiny iron deposition areas.
I just want to say thank you to everybody for allowing San Marin High School to have an athletic trainer on site. He's helped Matthew a couple of different times this past year with baseball injuries, concussions that he's had. And just knowing that, you know, I'm sitting in the stands and you see your son get hit in the face and go down and look a little disoriented and not know what to do, and have the trainer there and be able to walk out and talk to him and analyze him and figure out what the next steps are going to be, whether or not he should stay in the game, should he come out of the game, and take those steps and do it calmly and do it professionally, is just really great to know that he's there.
I've been asked to make a few remarks as to why I've been a contributor to the community hospital and, of course, the athletic efforts that they're involved with. I've used this hospital on a couple of occasions, as my late wife has, and know that they are professionally and kindly as an organization. I think the athletic program is very good, and it's an example of this hospital, which is a community hospital, and gets involved with the community, and so that's why I enjoy contributing to it.
We really appreciate this partnership and all the support that they've given to us, because it's made a huge difference in the lives of our students.
I'm very happy to support this program.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.